Planning for retirement is not just about saving money. It's about building a foundation for a secure and fulfilling future of both you and your family. With the right guidance and strategies, pre-retirement planning can ensure that your savings will last a lifetime. Joining me today to share this expertise is Matthew Moore with Argent Advisors in Ruston, Louisiana. So, what are the most critical financial steps people should take in the 5 to 10 years leading up to retirement?
Well, Scott, there are a number of important critical things people need to be doing. I'll just highlight two right now. One would just be making sure that you're taking the right amount of risk. A lot of people have investment portfolios. Maybe they start out all in stocks. Well, by the time you're nearing retirement, you really, for most people, need to start decreasing that risk. So making sure you're decreasing it and taking the appropriate amount of risk for your age and how long you have until retirement. The second thing is just making sure you're creating a plan for income. Many people focus so much on accumulating, building the nest egg, and they never spend any time thinking about how when they reach retirement, they'll need to turn that nest egg into a stream of income. So having a plan for creating that income stream is another critical thing people need to be considering.
Now, how can people protect their savings from the impact of inflation in pre-retirement?
Yeah, so probably the most important way to do that is just making sure that you have your money somewhere where it's going to grow at greater than the rate of inflation. Historically, things like stocks, bonds, even other instruments, variable annuities, certain fixed indexed annuities, and others would grow at a rate greater than inflation, which makes sure that the amount of money you have is not being, the purchasing power is not being eroded. One common place we see people putting money that does not historically grow at the same rate as inflation is cash. If you're just keeping money in the bank, while it is a very safe place to keep money, from a market risk perspective, from an inflation perspective, it's actually not great because that money is probably going to be eroded. You're not going to be able to buy as much with it because of inflation.
And when it comes to income, Social Security plays a vital role in many retirement plans. How do you help clients decide when to start claiming benefits to maximize their income?
Yeah, so that is a very individualized decision that we work through with all of our clients. I'll just share one strategy I always like to investigate for our clients because Social Security is very unique. For many people, it's probably the only source of secure income that is also inflation adjusted that they're going to have. And so that makes it very important because it will increase with inflation every year. And so one thing we will look at for them is just investigating whether it makes sense to take some of the money that they have saved and fund their income for a few years so they can delay taking Social Security until 70 because the Social Security benefit they receive is going to increase 8% every year between their normal retirement age and age 70 just because the government says that it will. So getting that additional benefit can be very helpful for people.
And finally, how do you know if you've got the right advisor for this?
Yeah, so I think that the most important thing is making sure you have an advisor whose specialty aligns with your goals. And so, I think one of the unique things that we are able to offer people at Argent Advisors is the fact that we have specialists in both the area of investments and making sure that people have a properly diversified and allocated portfolio, and also specialists on the income and distribution side, making sure that we can take what you've saved and create efficient and long-lasting retirement income for our clients.
My guest has been Matthew Moore with Argent Advisors in Ruston, Louisiana, and this is Retirement News Online.